Well, for more on this summit, then I can welcome Oliver Farry from our International Affairs desk on set now. Hi, Oliver.
Hello.
So Donald Trump says that this meeting with Vladimir Putin has a 25% chance of failure. That means a 75% chance of success. Is this a fair assessment?
Well, I don't think the US president is applying the most stringent criteria of probability there, but he probably does think he has one particularly strong hand to play. That is the threat of economic sanctions on Russia. Trump thinks that this could possibly force Putin to agree to a deal. And that remains to be seen. A whole raft of sanctions imposed since the invasion of Ukraine in early 2022 has not greatly weakened the Russian economy. And unless these sanctions are particularly targeted, particularly punitive, it's unlikely that Putin would be really that worried. But Trump likes this combination of carrot and stick. And the carrot he's offering is the suggestion that Ukraine and Russia might engage in land swaps, something that would be a win for Putin and that would accomplish the objectives of his initial invasion of Ukraine in 2014, if not the wider one 8 years later. Now, we know that that's something that Ukraine is not going to agree to. Volodymyr Zelensky has already said that. Ukraine's European allies are not on board for that either. Zelensky, however, is worried that Trump might go over his head on this. Donald Trump says that he'll know within 5 or 10 minutes if the meeting is going to go well. That might be the case, but it will probably depend upon him more so than Putin. The Russian president is reportedly planning on offering a resumption of economic ties between the US and Russia to get Trump on side, but Putin will otherwise be unlikely to take a different tack from previous meetings between the two men, particularly the notorious one in Helsinki in July 2018, after which Trump happily told reporters that he accepted Putin's denial that Russia had any involvement in interference in the 2016 US presidential election. If Putin's stance will be a constant, Trump's could well be different. He's shown himself in recent months to be a lot more combative with Putin than during his first term in office. And Trump's detractors in the US have long suspected that Russia has got leverage over Trump, perhaps in the form of compromat going back decades. But we've seen very little sign of that with Trump's fairly emboldened attitude towards Putin. But if Trump decides to play hardball, he might find himself in that zone of 25% chance of failure. And the meeting probably can only be considered a success if, at the very least, Vladimir Putin agrees to a meeting with Volodymyr Zelensky. That's really, really in the 25% zone there.
Oliver Farry, thank you very much.